powerful the news is. And when I say news, I'm talking about national 24-hour news channels like CNN, MSNBC, Fox News. I've always understood that these news stations study psychology, they study marketing, they study promotion. They know how to elicit emotions from their viewers. For example, when you watch your favorite news channel, and I don't care if you're a liberal, conservative, Republican, whatever you are, I don't care. I'm not the kind of person who's going to tell you what you're watching doesn't make sense. I don't like what you watch. You shouldn't watch it. I'm not the kind of person who is going to argue with you about what you like or who you are. I'm the kind of person who's like this. Let me be who I am, and I'm going to let you be who you are. We may disagree on some things, but why should we even talk about what we disagree on when we agree on much more? You know, if we get down to it, I'm pretty sure I agree with you on more issues than I disagree with you on. I have that mentality. But the news is such a powerful intoxicant, you know. With this Ukraine situation, I mean, I've run into people who are one guy told me that he couldn't sleep at night. He can't sleep at night because he's so worried about the situation in Ukraine. And he told me that if he was 20 years younger, he would have actually got on a plane and went over there and fought. And I was thinking about that, and I was saying to him, how come you didn't feel this way when Syria was going through hell? And Syria is going through hell now. You know, it's other places in the world that are, you know, combat zones, places where atrocities are taking place and human rights abuses. How come you don't feel the need to go there? Or do you even know that these places exist? Did you know that in northern Nigeria, Boko Haram is kidnapping schoolgirls, raping them, killing them? How come you don't feel compelled to fly over there and help them out? And I don't get mad at, you know, I didn't get mad or anything like that because I understand. You know, he's watching the news, he goes home, he throws on CNN or Fox or whatever he watches, and that's where he's getting his news from. And the news, I look at it like he's a victim because the news knows what it's doing. The news, if you noticed, whenever people watch the news, it has a visceral effect. Either they're going to be very angry, mad. You know, when people watch the news, they feel it makes them so upset that they feel compelled to do something about it. Whether you're watching CNN and they're talking about how bad the Republicans are, it makes you feel like you've got to do something to fight against the Republicans. Or if you're watching Fox and they're talking about how bad the Democrats are, they make the Republicans feel like they've got to do something against the Democrats. You know, they're selling us pain, fear, anger. And with that particular business model, you can never lose. Because one thing about when you make people angry and you elicit these emotions from people, they're going to come back and watch. And the news is actually more popular in ratings than a lot of TV shows. You know, television has taken a hit because of streaming services. But the news is going up and up. Partly because it's on all day, 24/7. You don't have to wait for season 2 of the news, you know, like a traditional show. It'll come on for 10 episodes, then it'll take a break, and then a couple months later, the next season comes on. The news is on 24/7. So they're giving people that emotional dose every single day, all day. And like I said, man, it makes people feel compelled to do something. And that's the genius in the bad, and that's also the detrimental effect of the news, that they have that power over people. When you ride on the highway and you see a pickup truck, a Trump supporter with a, you know, like I seen a guy, he had this doll, this mannequin in the back of his pickup truck saying F CNN, F the Democrats, right? And this is a common thing that you see, you know, and the reason that guy feels like that is because he's watching the news all day. And the news is eliciting this anger from him and making him so upset that he to do something about his anger. So he got a mannequin of Joe Biden, and he got you know, he put FCNN on his truck, and he wants people to see that when he's riding. And it's just like, wow. And I see things like that, and I'm like, wow, the news really has a powerful effect on people's minds. The average person isn't going to say, hey, I want to watch news that isn't biased. Because if you're watching national news networks like CNN, Fox, whatever, they are biased. They pretty much let you know off the gate, hey, we support the Democrats, or hey, we support the Republicans. Have agendas on both sides. And they want to do is they want you to buy into their agenda. And it's working. Because, like I said, you got the guy who's talking about he can't sleep because he's worried about Ukraine, but he's not worried about Nigeria. He's not worried about Guinea. Guinea just had a coup. Somebody, a group of military people just took over the government and kicked the president out. He's not worried about that. He probably doesn't even know about that. But he feels compelled about Ukraine because it's on TV all day. The guy in the truck with the Joe Biden mannequin, being lynched. He was watching Fox, and I'm pretty sure that made him so upset that he felt the need to, I'm seeing it every single day, and I never see people who have the mental capacity, the intelligence to actually say, hey, I watch the news, but I understand that the news is biased. I understand that they're trying to get me to buy into this narrative or their agenda, but I just watch it just to find out what's going on, and that's it. Most people who watch the news identify with their team. It's like a cult. And I advise you to find other sources of news. If the news that you're watching is making you upset and making you feel compelled to do something about your political enemies, that means that you're being victimized by people who are using psychological tactics to keep you engaged. So please, find out. And then another thing. I went to the store yesterday, right? Bought a thing of oil, 1 quart of oil. $5 at AutoZone. A couple days ago it was $4, and I'm like, wow, you guys literally went up $1 on this oil. I mean, I was like, the reason why I like coming here is because you had oil for the cheapest price, $4. And the guy said, yeah, it went up $1. But the news is never talking about that. They never speak about things going up, the economy, how bad it is, and it's just, it's violent as hell in America right now. Every single city is seeing maximum murders. Even little towns, small town communities, middle America. They don't want to actually talk about what's really going on, because if they start talking about, oh man, oil was just $5 yesterday, $4 the other day, AutoZone bumped it up $1. And this is going on in every industry, every field. Food is going up, oil is going up, car insurance is going up. The healthcare industry is messed up and going up. All these co-payments and stuff. So they want to get your mind off of that. They don't want you to worry about, hey, why is it that everything is going up and these corporations are making all of this money, but you guys want me to worry about this frivolous political stuff? Why aren't you talking about the real issues? And that's because they don't want you to think about the real issues. They want you to think about politics, and they want you to hate. They want you to be angry. They want you to be so enraged that you're just not even paying attention to the fact that your dollar is not strong. They don't want you to pay attention to the fact that the rich keep getting richer and the poor keep getting poorer. They want you to be, focused on hating the Republicans or hating the Democrats. So wake up.